Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Increase the volume. Cool.
You look
Just came from
great
my run.
with glasses. You look, really serious.
Trying to get serious in life. Yeah. So tell me, how's it been?
I'm sorry?
So we are already people have come in?
Well, let's see. So far we are just two of us, but we are recording it, so we can send the recording and use the recordings anytime.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. So how to start? Safras, tell me what do you think is the situation in India right now regarding to people searching for new trends? Maybe I'll start with my point of view, how I see the trends, and I share with you a little bit what I can see here in Europe, and then you can tell what is your point of view on how people see trends in business in India.
Correct.
So first of all, what I say is that I believe people are looking for trends for wrong reasons, because they want to catch the next trend, the next Bitcoin, the next something where they can make quick money very fast, very big, and they believe that this is the way how they can become successful. So the reason why they are looking for trends is that they are naive. They are not. They don't understand how business actually works. They are usually looking for hype. So these are not really good reasons how to start business. We should look for business where the service or the product can help a lot of people, and this is something what I can see as a trend. If there is a big demand in quality services, quality products, then it can become a trend. So what do you think about this?
I totally agree with you, Dalibor. I think this is how the world is globally, and nothing changes in India. So there is always the greed factor, which is always very much of inviting, because people always find that there has to be a way where they can make money without putting in too much of efforts, and that becomes a real problem, because if you think there's shortcut, then there is a serious issue, because there is nothing what you can get something through without investing your time and efforts. And there'll be a lot of lollipops in the market. There'll be a lot of people offering you something which is beyond imagination, but humans are bound to make mistakes, and that is where they learn and they come back. So trends will be there, you can't stop them, but the most intelligent person who really can take care of himself is when he can really see what is realistic and he can accept that reality in his life, and he can move in a strong direction. That is what I see with trends, and that is something which is effective right now in India. We see a lot of people are following something which is very trending right now, where we can see Bitcoin, we can see things which are low pricing. People don't value what they're doing, they just value the money what is coming into their pocket, because everyone is looking for survival, and sometimes survival can really cost your own reputation, and you can put a lot of things on stake, because you can be ignorant for a few lot of things, and you can just see one thing is fast money, but it always comes with a price. So I think that is something which is a trend is followed in India also, and I think in some time we are going to have this issue going more bigger, because the masses is where the big problem is, where a lot of people follow the masses because they want to be popular, and that is one thing which is a big problem with network marketing from the day one, or with any other industry, I guess. that everybody has seen a major drawback where trending stuff starts. Because trends can be good when it comes to clothing. You like to be trendy, you like to be, looking the best, and you like to be the latest fashion. But that's something to do with your complete personality. And a lot of people also don't go trending because some people are old school, some people are middle ideas, some people are too modern, and some people are just balanced. So I think there has to be a balance in life. That's it. The trends will
Yeah,
take
yeah.
care of itself.
I just remember one company which is no longer in the market, so I think I can mention the company.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Talk Fusion, and a couple of years ago, it was like everybody was talking about the company. It was like looked like a trend, and
Right.
people were super excited that it's a video email and some messaging, some webinars and stuff, and it looked like it's trendy, that everybody will need it, every entrepreneur will need that. But the problem is, and we can see obviously they were wrong because the company is not around anymore. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is that people are judging these things from ignorance. They don't do the research. They just hop on the trend, and they
Mm-hmm.
believe whatever they say on the presentation, and
True.
then it's not based on reality, because business people, if they are getting started, they can do
Mm-hmm.
most of the things for free. There is WordPress, there is Joomla, there are a lot of platforms. You have YouTube, so if you want to solve some uh, problems with
Right.
your how to stream videos, it's for free.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are already a big company, then you don't care about spending more money about special tailored solution for you, not for some masses and for people that will use it just for fun. So
True.
this is applicable to all these things. So it just takes me to the next topic I wanted to talk about with you, is whether it's good to think about product-based company or services or even Bitcoin. So what you can see in India right now regarding this, products, services, or some cryptocurrency?
See, the thing is, technology is something which is amazing, and I think to go with technology is something which is everyone's need of the hour. And I think that is something which people prefer to go with Bitcoin because they find it's too often hype, and they think that it's something which can really take them to fast money, and you can multiply 70 to 100 times. So it's good to have that, fantasy, but fantasies are not always true stuff. So that is something which people want today, but it's a fantasy. So you can keep taking yourself the risk, and if you're taking the risk, it's good. There's no harm in that. Second way, when we see about services are something today has a price, they cost a price. And I think, why would you pay services today when there are so many things available as alternative? So the competition is going to be beyond imagination. And I think that is something which is beyond anyone's control. And
Mm.
product based is something, I feel that it's something to do with your character, it's something to do with your personality. Why you do something is that you resonate with it. When you align your principles, your personality, why you do things like, if I want to do something with health, why I want to do it is simple reason is I see that I may have a, like, talking about myself, I was struggling with my health. I was having trouble with my chronic health, with my gastric and major issues. And the only reason what a product base resonates with me is that when you get something which can really, get and deliver and get you the confidence that this is something which can be of a use and can really help the masses, and it can be with integrity and honesty, and something when people buy, they pay the money, they get the results, and there is nothing
Mhm.
more expected. So the what you give, you get back. So there is nothing on something what we need to give them more on that. Now if they want to take that to the next level, it's up to them whether they want to be a business associate or they just want to be a consumer. So I think product based stands out of the three, out of the one, because I think everyone will get connected with something where they really feel it's going to be their kind of ask. And I think every person today is having a problem of health, and we are living in a world where we have everything which is packaged and preservative, and There's always a problem, and the solution with product-based company is it is something that people need it. It is something people are searching for it, and I think product-based is the only solution with the time today. And that's where I build confidence, and that is where I'm building this business in India, because a lot of people are tired doing different things and then they come back to the basics. So the basic root of network marketing is always product based. So why go and keep hunting so much and get tired and spend 5 to 6 years, waste your time? Time is important, I think. So I would say that a person who's intelligent and the person who thinks from his brain, and he really thinks from his heart, and he really thinks of taking care of his health, and he really thinks that he wants to take care of his community, product is the you know kind of trending stuff in any business anywhere. Let's talk about network marketing. You look out of 1 to 100 companies, all are product based companies who are top ranked. So
Correct.
the numbers don't lie. So why do we even have to hit our head so hard? What is there? It is clearly visible. So if people want to have a blindfold, we can't help that. So that's
Yeah,
how it
and
is.
one of the things that people probably don't understand is that when they do the work, that they sit down with the client
Right.
and the client is excited, then they
Mm-hmm.
start using the products and they love it, they get the results, then they can get paid every time when the client will buy the product, which can be
True.
for years. With other
Agreed.
businesses, it's a different story, right? If you have some
True.
software solution service, then you
Mm-hmm.
can you can probably get something quite unique, but sooner or later somebody will copy it or make it better. But with the products, it's more difficult. If you have the exclusivity for some formulation or some
Mm-hmm.
ingredients, then it's more difficult to copy the products. And today, the economic situation, it's probably tough everywhere, not only India, it's in Europe, it's in US. Everybody's complaining. I just spoke to my business, to my friend who is a business owner in traditional business, and he was complaining that everybody is trying to save money in businesses, in huge businesses, in automotive industry, everywhere they struggle. So yes, it's more difficult now, but when we discussed it yesterday, you said there are still people who wants to work and they will work, and there are
Yes.
people who are trying to find some shortcuts and they will look for some magical way how to become quickly rich.
Yeah.
But usually these people end up losing money and being very disappointed. And
Yeah. 100%.
and one more thing regarding the products is that the sales are down in every industry,
Yeah.
but in network marketing we are still making money. The sales are still coming because of the customers. So
True.
this is something what is really important to understand, that you are not building the business in the current situation. In current situation, you are building foundations for the business that you will get in the future, because economic crisis cannot last forever. So
Sure.
there will be time when people will be ready to spend more money and they will start buying more products again. But in these tough times, people are looking for solutions how to make money. So not necessarily you will find a lot of customers who will be buying a lot of products, maybe less than normally, but you will
Right.
find a lot of people that are joining product-based businesses because they want to make money.
True. I totally agree with you, Dalabo. It's like a wisdom for humanity, because people just think, that the situation is something which is the ultimate end, and they don't think that
Yeah,
these things, that recession is there, so it's going to be forever, or if you see there's a war zone or there's some crisis
yeah,
which are going around. So I think that is just, things how we basically accept it and how we live with it. And if people don't really take this very, personally, and they just think that this is a temporary moment and we just have to get out of it, and this will move on, and that is how we also will move on, and that is how we have to move forward. So that is only the attitude which a lot of people don't have it, and that is where it becomes a problem. So I think
Yeah.
people are just stuck in life. They're just stuck in life. So I think they just need to move on. As you correctly said, this is not a permanent situation forever. That it will not change.
Yes. Yes. There were people telling me I will start after COVID, and they never started because
Started,
it
yeah,
took like 2 years, right, or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And
Yeah, because yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
I was saying, I was just saying that I have people who have been telling me for ages. They're going to start on when things are going to be good, and they're going to prepare themselves. And actually, there's no situation which is always going to be good and as per your expectations. So that is one big lie which we tell ourselves. I think that is the biggest problem with any industry, that people who tell that they start tomorrow, tomorrow never comes. So I think that's the biggest lie
Exactly.
we tell ourselves. Yeah.
Exactly. Uh, from my perspective, whether people should choose product-based company or some crypto, I think, and I'm think that I'm right, that there is more people that don't have money, because if you are looking for crypto, you need to have money. You need to invest
Right.
money in order to make
Right.
money. I don't talk about how risky it is, because it's very risky. So
Mm.
uh, but you can make a lot of money with some type of investments if you have them. If you
Sure.
don't have money,
Mm.
then it's more difficult, and there is definitely more people with very little money or no money. So there is more people that want to make money. So if somebody is starting with investment kind of business, and they borrow the money from someone and hoping that they will give it to them back within, I don't know, some short period of time, because sometimes people write me messages like, invest here, invest there, you will get
Mm.
50% or 30% or
Right.
I, I understand how people to those stories. In product based business, it's very simple. I always tell people the story with
Mm.
one of our business partners. She's a
Mm.
beautician. She needs the product for her
Mm.
customers, and she invested
Mhm.
5,000 rupees. Within 1 week or 2 weeks, she got, I don't know, 25 or 20,000 rupees back. So
Yes.
her profit was like about 20,000 immediately. And
Right.
the most important part of it is that this is duplicable and repeatable. So even if you make money in some kind of crypto investment one time, there is
Right.
no guarantee you can repeat it. But with product, you just find another customer and you can repeat the same every single
So
time. And
true.
yeah,
It is true,
so
actually. I'll tell you a good story. When I started my career with network marketing, uh, there was time when I was looking for. I came in from a product-based company, and that was a time when there was a hype of, these pyramid schemes where you had to make a tree of 3, 9, 27, and it was big. Like you have to make one chain tree, and there was no product involved. It was just for investment, and you would invest 72,900 rupees of investment, and you would get 42,000 rupees back, and everybody who generated the tree, they would have the return immediately. So it was completely a money circulation. And I remember I
mhm,
went full in, and I was excited. I was during my college days, so that money was big, and I was super excited. And I really built that business for 1.5 years, and it was my first Indian company which I did. And like all my college students and my family members, everybody was investing in it, and I would bring a complete tree investment and I would put that tree. So suddenly there was a certain problem which happened with that company, and the company was supposed to close down, and the people who were involved with that company, they were also going to be, presented to the court, and cops were behind them, and I was like scary situation for me, and I felt that this is not what I was. And I invested my money, I invested my parents' money, I invested my cousin's money, so it was like a complete, a situation where I was a con man, and I was looking to, like, where to hide my face because I duped everybody. And that situation completely put me in a very bad situation, because it really put my reputation at stake. And in the whole family, I was really questioned about what the hell has this guy done out of greed. So I think it's something that we do it with unknowingly, and some people don't have the knowledge of it. And I think that is something which brings that bad reputation. But it was good that it happened in a very early age. So it was a very 21s and the 22s. So I was forgiven by my family and all. So it was not that I had to pay them back or something. But yes, that was the time I completely quit myself from network marketing. And I said, and I made a promise to myself that I will not do network marketing, because this had completely taken away my confidence that this business is completely not meant, to, operated with people who are with your family or quality people. Because sometimes we just bring the wrong things, and that whole wrong thing was brought to you with your own bad influence and your own intention of making the fast money, and you pay the price because you are 100% knowing that this is going to collapse, but you still do it because you are greedy. And I did that. So that is that time of my life. I made a promise to me that I will never get involved in anything which is quick rich scheme. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you are right. You're
uh,
right.
uh,
I've got similar story. When I
uh,
was, I don't know, 18, 19, I invested like $5,000 into something which was pretended to be regular network marketing company, but it
okay.
was pure
Mhm.
scam. Of
Yeah.
course, I lost all the money, but there were people that lost their houses, they lost, everything. There were people doing suicides, because they were
Mhm.
completely, broken
Mhm.
financially and like a human beings. So I think it's good to experience something like that, maybe a couple of hundreds or a couple of thousands, and
True.
it's a good lesson because I have never ever thought about touching those crazy stuff, and
Yeah. You,
it was actually a good experience for me. Yeah.
I think we all go through
So
who's involved with network marketing. We get that
yes,
one lesson, which is, I think, is very important, and it is something which we should take it for life as you know, a life
yeah.
lesson of not getting involved in something
So
which is garbage.
yes. So regarding trends in products, I can
Mhm.
when I'm talking to people, I have a lot of people telling me about joint issues, about diabetes, about fatigue,
Right.
about insomnia. They just simply cannot
Mhm.
sleep.
Right.
So I believe that, if there is a company or product that has solution for these issues, it will be
Right.
trend no matter when. It will be trend today, this next year. It will be trend, 10 years from now. So what do you think? What you
Right.
can see in India?
Yeah, so I definitely see this as a huge potential, because yesterday I was having a call with one of our distributor named Jenny, and she was sharing me that she's been like working every day, for a family, and she's been living really strong, and trying to do the best for the family. And she told me that what happens across lately. I was hospitalized, and that was something which was like a bad stigma on me, because I was taking too much stress because I was traveling. I was concerned who'll take care of my mom, and I was thinking about what needs to be done in the first place. And there was too much stress which was going, and I was seeing myself into a bad situation. All that piled up, and I had high blood pressure, and I had a kind of abnormal heartbeat that night. And I
Mhm.
was like, I just took it lightly, and I kind of didn't take it seriously. And then suddenly I said, this is not funny, and I should go and see a doctor. And that's the time when she went and visited the doctor, and she felt that her blood pressure was high, and they found her that different tests were done, and they found that she was diabetic. And she was like, what the hell? In my family, nobody's diabetic, and how am I? And then
Mm.
it was like she went into the hospital, and they told her, you got to be admitted. And they were doing unwanted tests, and they were just putting too many things into her body. And she was just feeling that something was not right, because she was not feeling that it was doing, there was something authentic. There was something, genuine about the whole process, because the doctors were just looking to fill in their hospital bills and make their income. And I'm not saying that the medical system is bad, but it's just that some people just abuse it, and that's how people go through that phase of life. So I just think that the prevention module, which is something which is very important, that every person should take that personal responsibility, that I need to take care of my health. I need to really, see my own personal health, and I should be responsible of what I put into my body, because our body is a very complex place, and you don't want to play with it. So I think that everybody knows what are trending. Like today, omega 3 fatty acid is something which is bare minimum that everybody can, you know, without anybody's recommendation. It's something a personal responsibility. Like I take fish omega, I just have to see the sourcing and I have to just see that why it is important. And today, I think everybody is educated about the basic fundamentals of nutrition. I think omega is there. I think about glutathione, where people know the importance of it. We're talking about noni juices, which are very basics to human health. And I'm talking about cluster water, it's about hydration. So today in India, the biggest problem is the water. We have one of the, bad water supply, and we have such bad lakes and we have such bad systems that the water supply is something which is really responsible for today's, you know, real bad health. And I think cellular hydration is something which is very important. And today we don't take the basics right, because the 70% human body of water has to be 100% right. And that is, I think, so being ignorant, where people are not being serious about the basic fundamental of nutrition. And when we all take the responsibility and we all start taking care with one bit of it, like I saw that omega 3, I saw that noni juices, I saw my own personal health getting improved, and I saw in 2 3 years I've been a different person. So I think the product based business is something which is always going to be, there's always going to be health crisis, there's always going to be problems if you're going to be ignorant, if you're not going to take the responsibility. And I think the day when the people become intelligent and they start investing in themselves, that will be the best investment, because you are going to be living that body. And I think people take care of their car. Like me, I'm very particular about my car. I see when the service is due, I take it to the service, I remove the oil, the dirty oil has to be taken out. And we see the service, you're paying the money, we're taking complete care. But when it comes to our personal health, we find it expensive. So what I mean by expensive, we spend on a dinner 2000 rupees, where we can have the same 2400 rupees, we can get 60 days omega 3. You're eating one meal which is completely of saturated fats and salt and deep
Mm-hmm.
fried with sunflower seeds oil. You're putting all the garbage, you're paying the extra money, and you're buying garbage, and you're putting in more, kind of problems to your health. And here people find 2400 rupees 60 days omega 3, which can really take care of their head to toe complete nutrition. So it's just about ignorance. People are ignorant, and that is where we have to get that, knowing that, people's, to get that education. And I think people love to be educated, and once they're educated, they understand the importance of it. So I think it's just about people's ignorance. They have not taken the subject seriously of health and nutrition, and India needs it, because India is being the highest and the capital of diabetes. We are increasing in diseases because we are not taking the responsibility, and that is everyone's responsibility. No one is going to come and take everyone, like, I will not take responsibility of others, right? So we can talk to them once and twice, but if they're going to be ignorant, they go by themselves and they go on their own, and then they see trouble, then they come back. And when they come back, it's too late. So it's just that, then they are having problems more and more, and it's just going to pile up. So it's about a person's responsibility. And that is why I feel so gifted and so happy that I am into an industry which is the fastest growing industry, which is one of the most $1 trillion industry, which is the biggest industry, where the people even don't know that this network marketing, the product based company, is $1 trillion industry, and it's just getting bigger. Where the hell are you looking for revenues when you have the complete, skyrocket mechanics of making money over here? So it's just about ignorance. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I can see in Europe that people are probably more health conscious now than maybe 5, 10 years ago, because you can
Right.
see the healthy trends pretty much everywhere, even in TV and commercials. Everybody is suggesting
True.
healthy food, healthy diet. The question is what they advertise as healthy is not necessarily healthy, because they just want to advertise it, so they say that's
True.
healthy. But
Yeah.
people are more health conscious, and what I've seen that when I'm talking business, and I just
Yeah.
ask them about the business if they are, ask them, so maybe you might be open to, and they are more open to learn about healthy products. So that's another reason why I believe it's not just about selling the opportunity, it's about selling the products, which is creating the residual income, because then people are on the products, they feel better, they start
Right.
sharing them with
Right.
other family members, and
Right.
that creates the income.
I agree,
So,
Oliver.
so
Yeah,
last thing what I wanted to discuss is I believe that next really big trend will be stability.
agreed.
A lot of people I've been talking to over the years would tell me, I just started with this company, that company,
Mm.
and those companies are either gone or they've been sold
Mm.
or something happened, you know,
Right.
with the management or with the
Mm.
leaders, you know, something bad happened.
Mm.
And they would
Mm.
tell me, people with experience in network marketing, they would tell me,
Right.
now I am looking for stability. I don't want to spend another 3, 4, 5, 10 years of my life to build something to realize that I just was building the wrong business and I would have to start again, you know, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. So
Right.
what do you think?
Oh,
How you can feel about this in India? Are people more stability conscious now than before?
say India is like the most unstable in network marketing because I see that that is one direction where it's completely collapsing because in India we see leaders and we see teams and we see problems and we see every 3 years there's a new flagship of company taking growth and people are just switching and switching and switching. And just that it's becoming very difficult for people to survive. See what happens in every market. We have to see the role of every leaders. You know, like every leader, where are they taking their team? Because I think the leader is is 100% responsible when he takes the, like, you know, a father and a mother is responsible for the entire, you know, family, where they're taking them and where they're heading. Likewise in network marketing, I guess this is where the trend is completely collapsing because the people who are sitting on top, they make the cream, so they don't care about the people who are below. And the people who are following them, they have blind faith on this leadership, and they completely trust where they're going. So after 3 years, if they find that this leader has decided to move on, the whole stock will move with it. It's like you do not even question, you don't even decide for yourself, you just follow the leader, and he's the one who's making the big chunk of money. And these people are really losing their reputation, they're losing their market, they're losing everything as credibility. When they go and ring the bell fourth time, fifth time with a different company, every time the person is shocked and he's thinking, what is this guy up to? So I have never seen anybody being successful when they have been swinging around their life. You have to be stable. Like if you look at any brand like Nike or you take Adidas or any brand, they have not switched off. They didn't change their brand from Adidas to some other brand and then some other brand and some other brand. No, it doesn't work like that way. I think any traditional business, any restaurant which has been successful, that has been for ages. It has always been the signature of their food and their quality and their services. And that is what you have to showcase as a network marketer. But that is not showcased right now in India. India, biggest thing right now is people are tired. So I was just talking to one of the leaders, and he is quite a powerful and a strong leader, leads a team of 2,500 people. And I asked him one thing: what is that one thing you would need in your life? You know, like, I don't offend you, but I want to ask you a question that I this is the third company I'm seeing you from the time I started my network marketing career. And how do you see yourself? Does that really give you value in your life, or do you really think that is something which you really need to correct it in your life? So he was saying that you're right, Safar. I really need to, you know, get this thing, you know, really auto corrected because I'm
Yeah,
just getting away, you know, into a situation where I'm not, you know, building anything. I'm just going to 3 years, coming to zero, going to three
yeah,
years, coming to zero. So look at it. Yeah, if you're today at 50 years and you again plan another 10 years to work on this mindset, I think it's totally going to be a total no. And I think stability is what is something which is the trending thing which people should switch on to, and people should go to good long term and quality system, because stability will bring them credibility, and that credibility will bring them long term, and that long term will bring them success, and success will bring them financial freedom. And that is the mantra for any network marketing institution. That is leverage lifestyle. And that is what I do with the company where I'm working right now. And I'm so proud that no matter I may be slow than the other big leaders who are operating in India, but I'm happy that I'm honest, I'm truthful, and I'm working with something which will never let me down, and not me, not my team. And that is stability. And this is something which a lot of people today understand it. And they are also coming back to the basics, and they're looking for long term. And that is where, the stability is the real sense of responsibility of every top leader. And I think that is the most important thing which is missing out in our country, in India. And that is what all the leaders today are looking for it deep inside their heart. They want to do that, but they get totally, you know, hitched with the concept of fast. And that every time that fast is getting them nowhere. And that is why if you see people who have worked in Herbalife, Amway, and the companies like the King in Water. If you look at these guys, they work 7 to 8 years and 10 years. They've never moved on. Though their system may not have the biggest money, their system may not have the most powerful business plan, but they have worked with a good quality product-based company. They know that this company will never give them. They will leave them on the way. They will not change the business plan. They will not, change the commission structure, and that they know that here their direction is in the right focus. So I think people who are focused, and they have, and the market itself is having those examples. I don't have to give any examples. I think everybody can see that, and everybody knows what is the truth about any long term is stability. So I think that is something which is understood, and I don't think we need to coach them on that. But it's just that ignorance is killing them.
I wouldn't say it better, Sarfraz. I totally agree. So, guys, if it makes sense what we discussed here with Sarfraz, then and you want to learn more about what we do to build business and to create extra income and help to the person who invited you to this call or sent you the video, they will be happy to share with you more details about what we do for everything what you just said and what you shared. I think it's important and interesting to hear from someone that is living from in different markets how it works in India, because here in Europe people think that in India it must be different, in America it must be different, but basically what I can see is everywhere it's the same. There are cultural differences. Yes, there is different climate, but other than that, people are the same everywhere, and people are looking for basically the same things pretty much everywhere.
True. And there is no, see, with network marketing, there's a basic thing that if you are looking to grow in this industry, you have to be serious and truthful to yourself, and you cannot lie to yourself. And I think the day people stop lying to themselves and stop looking for shortcuts, I think this industry will be it's not just $1 trillion, it's going to be like, it's going to multiply to the pluses and pluses. So I think let's go to the basic. Let's be honest and be truthful to ourselves, and let's be committed to what we have and our goals and our dreams, and always take the right company, because a company is also very important. A stability is something which is important. You may have the best potential, but if you work with the wrong company and the wrong products and the wrong business plan and the wrong, incentive program, you are going to ruin your career. Every time you get started, you'll end up with zero. So that's it.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Sarfraz. Talk to you again very soon. Thank you.
Likewise.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Good night.
Caliber. Good night.